Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode on Skizzlecraft. We'll start out today in our beautiful nether tunnel, which I've been running up and down, doing things back and to between here and spawn. And today, we're starting out by heading out into our resource world. Like I said in the last episode, I have found an ancient city that hasn't been raided. Well, I've actually raided it by the point of recording this. I'm actually recording my intro after I've been in there. But we're going to be heading out there to raid an ancient city because I really want Swift Seek. So we hopefully can get that. But the first thing we need to do is get some more supplies. Stock up on rockets, stock up on golden carrots. Well, I think I've got enough, but I might need more. And lots of wool. At the resource districts, industrial districts we've got, there is a wool farm, so I'm going to go and take a few stacks from there. Hopefully that'll be okay. I have got a few stacks that I've been gathering manually, but I think just a couple of extra might be useful. I've not actually seen how big this ancient city is because I got to the edge, noticed it, and then turned around and left and just marked the coordinates. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So with the ancient city, I made a big mistake and I started recording, went down, was talking to myself, and then completely forgot to speak because, well, once I got inside, I got a bit scared and I couldn't really concentrate on both talking and what I was doing. So I thought I'll just cut out the nonsense that I did actually have and just show you the clips. Now, unfortunately, as you can see here, we've got the ancient city going in from where I was mining. It's actually quite big. Well, I've never really raided an ancient city before, so I don't know whether this is normal or big, but to me, they're all giant, but never mind. So I did dig a way down just in the side wall. So it was easier, just had a staircase getting up and down, and it was a big flat wall, so it was obviously very obvious if the warden did come where I could just fly directly over to. But the problem was that once I got partway through, I actually spawned the warden and nearly jumped out my skin and kind of hit the keyboard without realizing that I'd caught the hotkey that I've got to stop recording. So I only actually got a very small clip of me inside, but luckily I did have replay mod running. But I think to do replay mod, it's gonna take a long video. I think I was in here for about 2 hours in total, and I didn't do very good. I spawned the warden many times. I had lots and lots of wool with me, but it just wasn't working. I don't know the mechanics of shriekers. And yeah, things were happening. I was surrounding things in wool, but shriekers were still going off. They were all over the place. Above my head, hidden in walls. They were absolutely everywhere. So thought I'll just show you a little bit of it, and then we'll head back to the base and I'll show you the loot we got. But there was quite a lot of chests in. There was a couple of areas where I think there were rooms where there should have been chests, but there wasn't. But there was still quite a few. Unfortunately, we didn't get everything I wanted, mainly the echo shards. But we did get a lot of the loot that I was actually looking for, so it wasn't too bad of a run. I didn't actually get killed by the warden, luckily, but that was probably because I didn't try to face it. Every time I hit a shrieker and the warden spawned, I literally just flew directly over to the staircase that I made on the way in. I just kept a track of which direction it was, went straight to the staircase, back up, and then I built like a little side corridor so I could just run down to the end, and it was too far away. Even if the warden spawned like right on the edge of the ancient city, it wouldn't have been able to find its way to me anyway, or to attack with its sonic blast thing. So yeah, I was kind of a chicken, but we got it done. I think I got every chest, but without going on replay mods and flying around the whole ancient city to have a look at it, which I'm not going to do. I'm not 100% sure whether I got them all, but I was quite happy with how I did. We didn't die. That was the important thing. We didn't die, and we got some loot. I brought a load of shriekers back, unfortunately. But once we got what I thought was all the loots, I just decided to come back and sort it all into chests before we started working on the next project. So I know I said in the last episode this episode was going to be mostly the ancient city, but unfortunately, well, it's not. Not much I can do about hitting the wrong button. Well, I didn't even hit the wrong button. I accidentally smashed the button on the keyboard when I nearly fell out my chair. So I'll show you the loot we got instead. So now we're actually back at the base and I've sorted out my inventory and yeah, I've put all our nice surprises in here. So we have this is just the extra stuff with all the redstone stuff I got from underneath the portal and just some random things I found. And then we have this chest, which is our main loot. And as you can see, we got a nice haul. We've got plenty of random books here. A couple of them are decent. Efficiency 4 mainly. Respiration 3 is quite good. So the rest I might let's just get rid of that. The rest of them I might just shove into just in a chest in case I need them. So collected a little bit of the sensors and stuff I needed. A little bit of ore that I found while I was gathering, and then plenty of music discs, books, compasses, a little bit of armor, and some diamond hose. Unfortunately, only 3 echo shards, but we did get 10 of the music disc fragments, so we can make the music disc. And then on to the good stuff. We got 2 Swift Sneak 1 books. We got 1 Swift Sneak 2 book and 2 Swift Sneak 3 books, which is what I'm going to need to put on my pants. And then finally, we got the armor trims. I actually found 1 of each. I'm pretty sure I found 2 of one of them. I can't remember which one, but I have no idea what happened. I don't know if I dropped it or left it in the chest or I'm just going crazy, but I'm like 99% sure that I found 3 armor trims while we were going. But luckily we do have 1 of each, so I can duplicate them. And if I left it there, maybe someone in the future will find it. So that is our resource haul. So the redstone stuff I can shove away. I don't know what these suspicious stews are. And, well, the only way to test them is to eat them. So I don't know whether I'm going to do that or not. I do need to eat a suspicious stew for the advancement anyway. But a few other things that I'm just going to shove into the chests. But I'm really happy. I'm going to go and duplicate these 2 now. I just need to figure out what the extra ingredient is. And yeah, this one is the one I wanted on my helmet. And the other, I can't remember what it's called. The other trim that I want is the one you get from, what are they called? The houses in the dark forest. The Woodland Mansion. That's the one. There is one in the Woodland Mansion that makes you look kind of like an evoker. It's got those kind of like robes. So like down the middle here, it's got the colour that goes right down the middle, so it makes it look like the evoker robes, which I think works well because it look like Hogwarts robes, especially if I put them on with a blue trim. They give me my Ravenclaw colours, so I'm gonna go have a quick look in the shopping district to see if that's available, because then we've got the trims we need for armour. But the next thing I need to do now, before I start putting trims on armour, is 1, get a chest plate, because I don't have one, and 2, get some netherite, because I'm not going to be putting out trims on diamond armor. We're going to be putting that on netherite. So I think we'll head up to the shopping district and have a look at that. But I think while we're here, there's one thing we need to do that we were supposed to do in the last episode once we built the train. Because once we get on the train and head to Hogwarts, we need a change of outfit. We can't go to school in our normal clothes.
You 2 better change into robes. I expect we'll be arriving soon.
And there we have our new skin. I've been working on this a little bit, gone back into just adding a few pixels here and there. I wanted it to look right with the hair instead of just, I mean, I could have just done the robes quite easily and cut the hair off, but you know, I need to leave my hair exactly as it is. So we've added our Ravenclaw robes because I am a Ravenclaw through and through, 100%. So obviously we needed the blue. I've changed my the bow in my hair a little bit just to match the colours of the outfit, and we've got the grey school uniform underneath. So I'm quite happy with how this turned out. And we do have the back with the kind of the hood thing they have on it, where it's like blue colour on the inside. So now we're done, we can head back to the base. It's been a couple of days since the last clip because there wasn't really much to do for recording. I've been digging, as you can see over here, quite a lot. Yeah, we've got this whole area dug out, ready for our next build. I did start the mountain up here as well, but yeah, we didn't really need it just yet. But now we've got a problem with this being built here. If we go down, you can actually see I could have dug more out, but this section of the castle there is no rooms in. I don't know what to put in. I don't know what's supposed to be in there, so I'll just be building the walls up here. If we can just land, yeah. I've got the walls marked out just a little bit like this. Some of it is the courtyard and some of it is the walls going up. But as you can see, we've got a problem right here. This is our storage room up here, and it is right in the middle of where we were going to build. It's actually right in the middle of a tower on this next section. I mean, I could have dug more out and just moved it slightly over, but I thought if I'm just moving it, and every time I do another build, I'm going to have to move it again. And if we come up here, it's not really the best storage room. We've got a lot of items in, but I don't want to leave it here. We've got random stuff lying around. Looks like it's all dirt and mycelium. We've got this for smelting. We've got heads that people have given me that I've sorted into houses. This is all stone. So what I decided to do was build a new storage room. So I've come down here and been looking around where I can put it. Now this is going to be the Great Hall, in this whole section here. And underneath the Great Hall is just mountainside, so I'm going to do a lot of terrain. This section here goes up to the staircase, and that comes into kind of like a corridor here, which comes out. But this section here, where we've got the dirt kind of cut in, there's nothing in this. It's just the way it is. I think in the movies they have armor stands, armor stands, suits of armor up on the walls. In this section, I could get rid of this and try and build a staircase down. That might be an idea. I need to go in. I've got a lot of the outline of the castle done in the creative world, so I might go in and have a look underneath just to double check before I start building something. But if not, I could turn this section into a staircase and then just build, oops, try not to fall down, and maybe just build a storage room underneath that then eventually, once I've finished, will be just covered up by terrain. It'll just be under the terrain. So I think first things first, we need to get a floor done. I got a little bit carried away. Do you know that feeling that you know, I'm just gonna do the floor and then wait, I need to add walls because I don't want to fall off, and then things just get out of hand and you forget to record. So yeah, that's what happened. So I have actually a whole room down here built, and the only thing that needs doing is the items moving over and, well, and labeling the chests and stuff. But yeah, I built this room down here and then just got carried away with the decorating. So we've got the entrance to the Great Hall here, a little staircase down the side where it's just an empty section. This obviously is going to be covered up with the floor of the Great Hall. And we have our staircase going down here, a little bit of decoration with the house colours. And we go down into our nice little storage room, which I'm really happy with. It's probably a lot more chests than I need, at least for now, but it was nice and symmetrical. We do have odd numbers here and an even here, which was done on purpose because I wanted some single barrels for things that I don't really need a double chest for. So we've got barrels on both sides. We've got a little crafting area down this end, as well as this end with a little bit extra, and we can set our spawn in here now. With just some of the other extra things that we could use. Not necessarily going to use these because at some point I want a super smelter, but it's always useful if you just need to smelt a couple of items to have a little bit in here. Actually, we'll think we can just split this up into 3 for now. And we've got coal in each of these if we need them. There we go. And then loom, cartographer's table, because we're going to be doing maps. I do need to find somewhere to put the map, but I might actually have that in a corridor somewhere in the castle. Just if I've got a corridor that's long but empty, and I don't actually know what's supposed to be in there, I could just put the maps up on the wall in the different stages. I did think about putting one up here, but since I forgot to do the map before I started building the first thing, you know, we haven't got an empty map of the area. But I thought about making some banners. Now there is 6 blocks here, which means if I leave the 2 empty ones, I could do the 4 Hogwarts houses if I can get banners for them. I do actually have a Gryffindor banner I made already, which is in our starter house over in the borough, because obviously they're all Gryffindors. So I just need to make the rest of them. But right now, we need to move all our items over from the other place and yeah, and get that destroyed. While we're here, I think we'll take a look at this because this showed up while I was digging the last bits over there. When I was almost finished, I went AFK for a little bit, came back, and this was here. And I've seen it, but didn't want to touch it just yet because, well, I was busy. So I think we need to kind of see what this is. I do like this. The little owl. We need more of these. We need owls for Hogwarts. So I'm going to be reusing that. So these look like mushrooms. I have no idea what this is, but mycelium. MPS. It's MPS. Let's see. 5 pages. Okay, here we go. Your efforts in working with mycelium as a texturing block are highly appreciated. You are hereby invited to join us at the Mycelium Preservation Society for some fun shenanigans with friends. What? We, the Mycelium Preservation Society, are saddened by the shopping district's blatant disrespect for our mycelial friends. Sorry, that was me changing that. Instead of nurturing the mycelium in its homelands, the invasive species of grass has been deemed the preferred ground growth. Sorry. To preserve the mycelium's rich ecosystem, we encourage individual members to create a safe space for fungal growth around their shops and or create new cultures of fungal life at their own bases or as pranks on others. Oh, I'm not going to prank people. That's not with mycelium. That's mean. Members have access to the upper floor of the MPS shop. Yeah. Location. They will find an overstock of all things fungal available for prank purposes. To join us in our efforts, please leave a sign. Okay. I did mention I was bringing some mycelium into our terraforming. Not a lot. I mean, I've only used a tiny bit so far, but this was kind of the idea I had for paths of mixing mycelium in with the grass and possibly with some of the pale moss. So I guess I'm kind of bringing new growth to mycelium. But anyway, we'll leave that in there for now, and we'll check that out later. Right now, we need to get this storage room moved. So we've got the storage room all sorted, and there is plenty of space for more later. As you can see, I've got them laid out with, well, blocks next to them showing what's in it. So a couple of places was a bit difficult, like here, so I've just put an item frame on because there's no actual solid blocks to put on it. So we've got a lot of them filled out. This is our stone and valuables section. We've got wood over here. These with netherrack on are just empty at the minute, so there's space for later. And then these are coloured blocks and lights. So we've got wool here, and then carpets and other bits of here. Terracotta, mob drops in these two, and then well, friendly mob drops in here. But these are just different textured blocks, different areas. Same over here. Just got like little sections again, some empty ones, redstone stuff, and then sandstone, grass, and then all these are empty here. Mob heads up there, and then all my shulkers down there, which I stocked up on because I went AFK for a few hours at the shulker farm. So we have plenty of shulker boxes, which is good because I've been resource gathering. So that is this done. And then I've just made a little hole here for bulk storage. So this is just at the minute stone and grass and dirt kind of thing, just the smooth stone, because I don't want multiple chests of that. So we've just got like a single chest in here, plus some shulker boxes. So the rest is in there. And I have a lot of stone from destroying the mountain. So yeah, but that's where we're going to head up to now, because I have been gathering resources after I filled up the storage room. I didn't have a chance to record, so I just went on the resource gathering trip for our next part. And this is the resources, and it's not all of them. These are the main resources, so none of the decorative blocks. Anything we need like 10 blocks of for this next part of the build I've not collected. I'll do all those pieces afterwards. This section is our smooth sandstone, all of it, which took a while. We've got normal sandstone over here, and I have got cut sandstone somewhere. And then we've got cut sandstone, there it is. Cut sandstone, slabs, stairs, all the tough blocks we need, the different styles of everything. Mud, that took a while because, well, I need a wheat farm, which we might actually do pretty soon, I think. Cobblestone walls, deep slate, and then all the stripped logs, which are a pain to gather. Glass, deep slates, random stuff, yeah. And then some of these, which I've got in my inventory, and that's what I'm going to start with now. So I'm not going to get this build done today. We're already quite far through this episode, and this is going to take a while. So I thought we can go down and start the terrain. I've kind of got the terrain in the shape I want it, going all the way around. So I thought we could do start with the terrain today, and maybe we can start on the facade, maybe build up like this first wall so we can kind of see the height of it and just get an idea of how it's going to look. I think we can do that today, and then in the next episode then we can carry on and get the rest of this thing built. So we'll do that, and then maybe the flooring in here just to make it look a little bit nicer. We have got beacons, which you can't actually see. For some reason I have to get really close to them to get them to show up. They're around here somewhere. There they are. We've got a wither farm, a wither skelly farm, which is not quite finished yet, but is enough to get some beacons. So we've got a set of beacons here, which is nice. I really like having the jump boost and speed when I'm doing building. Something's not spawn proofed. So that'll help a lot while doing this as well. So I think we're going to grab the stuff we need and get started on the terrain down here, which yeah, it might not look too good at the minute, but eventually this is all going to be gone as well and on all full sides. So you will be able to see it a little bit better later
on. So I brought gifts that might help you with your building project.
Ooh. Yes, that will help lots.
That is, yeah, that's all that survived from my mining trip yesterday, block-wise. I lost about half of my possessions.
You don't look...
I kept my pickaxe.
Did you have netherite before?
No, I haven't. I'm not going to bother with it this season, but like I kept my pickaxe and my pants and some food, and that was about it. A couple shulker boxes, and one of them contained the tuff, so I was like, okay, good. At least the important stuff still exists.
Yeah, that's a good job you didn't lose your pants. That was a good thing.
Yeah, because that would have been pants. Check out the name.
This is pants. Perfect. I haven't named my other armor. Yeah. My armor's not named.
I just got around to it. Yeah, except for my chest plate, which I kind of stole from Erica temporarily, but I'll give it back.
Yeah. Do you like my owl?
Oh! You love him, he's so cute!
Now I just need them all in different colours. Yeah. I need them in different colours now.
Oh my goodness.
I can't take credit because it came with this invitation for the Mycelium Preservation Society.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Sure.
Now I need to start building while I've got time. I've,
Well, you can come and kill a dragon with me because I have no wingy.
Okay.
Nah, you do what you need to.
Okay, no, come on. Let's kill a dragon. Let me get rid of my junk. Oh, there's no point in doing that. Every time I get rid of the
I
snow,
know, it's the Titanic has ruined me.
I blink and turn around and it's back again.
Oh, I know.
Let me just get
I play so much string in the Titanic, it was ridiculous.
Oh,
Like right over here.
Did they not spawn in light?
Apparently not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember last season they had it all torched up and they weren't spawning. It was weird.
Cool.
I was surprised.
Oh, so but we just need to stay on this side of the island, away from that little group.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. I got a stack of these things.
How many times you killing it?
Until I get some
There's
wings.
a load of endermen up there.
Oh no.
It's killing all the endermen. That's funny.
Die, sucker!
It's actually quite funny.
I love it. All right. You can record this if you want. I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to know how to make this shot. I don't know if I made that shot. I don't think I made that shot.
Got 3 of them. Oh, so close. Ow.
Nope, still not there. Got it. Oh, bucket clutch. Nailed it.
Oh, I'm trying to shoot with my pickaxe.
There's one in a cage.
I think we got... Didn't get the cage for the top.
Yay, I got it!
Oh, you got it already.
Yeah.
I think we got them all.
Nice.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Flew into the dragon. Where is it?
Crap.
Uh-oh. I near an enderman. Is it me? Or is it you?
That's me.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
I brought water if you need it.
Okay. I'm not even gonna bother trying to shoot because I never am able to even hit. And there's ender dragons everywhere.
I got it.
I mean, endermen.
I got it.
No! Oh, crap!
Oh,
Oh, I didn't stick it.
oh that was really loud.
I can't hear this bird at all.
I need to... Let's turn my sound down. It's like deafening me.
I can barely hear her at all. I must have had some kind of setting on.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I had a really bad shot today. Oh, you got enderman on you, I think.
Have I?
Yeah, he's on you. Or not. He's up to the dragon.
Okay.
Ah, crap. Ouch. Me and my absolute plain bow with nothing on it.
Oh. Now there was an enderman. A bucket of water is with me is a lifesaver. You guys go away so I can fight. and then it shoots dragon's breath at me right in the water.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
I was trying to help you get him.
That's fine.
Oh, nice. There's dragon spit everywhere.
Yeah.
Dragon juice. Oh, come on!
Can I get?
Literally one hit.
Yay!
Hey! Please don't fly over the portal. Don't want the wings to go in here.
Woo!
Ah. Interesting. Alright, did she drop any wings? I wasn't looking.
Didn't see any. But does it drop them where you do the last hit, or does it drop them back? Oh yeah, here.
Yay!
So it's where you get the last hit that it drops them. Yay!
Wingy!
Again?
Wingy, wingy!
Are you wanting to do it again?
You wanna?
Maxwell.
Sure.
So now we've got a little bit of this done, just up to where the floor is going to be. So underneath here, even though there is a lot of the actual castle walls, there's nothing underneath here. So this is going to be the main floor, like I said earlier. So I've not dug down, I've just built around this. There is some areas. Let's get out of here. If I can. Go. There is some areas like that. I just have to make sure there's torches in to stop mobs spawning in there. But we've got this side of the castle done. Just kind of difficult to actually see. If we can go up here and have a look, maybe. Oops. You can see we've got up to the flooring done. I've not done this section just yet because it does take quite a while to get it and get the detailing done, but we've got the flooring done. I need to figure out something with all the snow because it gets covered in snow every time it rains here. So you know, just going around and getting rid of them is a bit of a pain. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with that. I might just end up having to leave it and let it be snow covered, but it's going to cover a lot of the terrain, as you can see, and it's not quite as good. I wonder if we can just dig down a little bit here. Oh, wrong place. Let's not dig down there. Go a little bit further over. We can get part way down so we can get a better view. That's not all the way on the floor. Would be better. Let's see. There we go. So we can see the wall. We've got some of the details in. The little bits of the towers around the windows. Now, I know I said I've not dug out behind these, and then there's windows, but there is actually no rooms I can think of in these areas. So I've just dug out little sections and put a torch in. So unless you're actually looking in the windows, you won't really know that there's nothing behind there. Maybe eventually I'll dig them out and add some rooms in for, I don't know what we could use them for. We could use them for some of the farms that we've got not got places for. So yeah, that gives us quite a bit of space because we've got all this layer. So we could actually put some farms in there. But like I said, I'm not sure what to do about the snow. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. I mean, I can light it up, but to stop snow, I think it needs to be level 9 or above. Or is it 11 and above, something like that. It's going to take a lot. And I wanted to kind of light it up to give it a bit of detail. So I have the lights close to the wall, so in maybe using a lot of lichen and stuff, so it's spawn proof but not too bright. So we'll figure that out at some point. But we've got this side done as well, which is even harder to see because it's right up against the wall where I've dug. Should have really dug a little bit more of this out. Would have been easier. But let's see if we can fly up. Let's go up here. This side's not got as much on it because this is actually, let me figure it out. This is the front of the castle. So this section will get high enough up and it's going to have a walkway here and then an archway going through can't remember if it's here or over here. So it's going to have an archway somewhere. So this hasn't got much castle. This is kind of behind the bridge because the bridge will go in this section. Well, here. So you will actually be able to see this. So I might add some more detailing in later, but it doesn't need to be as much as the other side where the windows and stuff are. But I think for now, I'm going to get the floor done in here. Now, I have collected the resources in blocks of what I need, but I could turn them into slabs since it's just flooring and, yeah, use half the resources. I mean, I could have replay mod on, I guess, when I'm doing digging and small things, and I can just add them to the video at the beginning or something if I'm going to do that. But sometimes I just don't have the opportunity to record, but still want to play. So there'll be those small things that I take over then. At some point we need to get the staircase done, which I want to do soon. I mean, I guess I could add replay mod. Well, I've got replay mod, obviously, but I could just put that on every time I'm doing something where I can't actually record and just add that at the beginning of the video if you want, guys. Well, if you want to see it. So, it's easy enough to do. It's only a button. But that is all I've got time for today. So, I hope you guys are happy with the progress we made. I think it's turned out quite good. Because, well, we had to do all the digging as well as the building and terraforming. So, we can get working on this in the next episode. This will connect up to where we've done the tower, both on this section here and here. So it'll look a little bit better once, well, this tower will look a little bit better once it's connected up. So I do have a few more resources to gather, mostly the smaller things where I need one stack or less of, and I can do that in between episodes. But yeah, we'll leave the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like the videos and subscribe if you want to keep following my series on Skizzlecraft. And I will see you all next time.